Oh, dearie me. Evening, afternoon, morning, everyone. It is an awful day today. Thunderstorms. And you can see I've got a jacket and a hoodie, so we are getting towards, well, the winter. Anyway, I'm off to Enfield to collect another car. So, another hour and 3/4 to get there. Wish me luck. My appointment's not till midday, so I'm gonna go and grab a coffee, I think, and a Starbucks. Right, here we have it again. Trying to talk quietly. This is a 2012 Lounge, unrecorded, supposedly no damage, but we'll have a look. In Enfield. So it's only just turned up. It wasn't here when I got here, so I know I've seen it drive in, so obviously I know it runs. So we're just going to have a look around, and then it's just over an hour to get home. So yeah, what have we got? So I already kind of know what damage we're looking at from the pictures, but you never know, do you, when you turn up to these. MOT is good. Doesn't need an MOT. So little tiny chip there. I'm just going to fill that with a bit of paint. I'm not going to do anything there. Looks to be all good on the front here. Looks to be all good here. Wheels are going to need working on, I reckon. What's the tread like? Yeah, not too bad. I mean, it did pass an MOT, so I don't think it had an advisory on them, so it's not too bad. Tiny little mark up here, but otherwise pretty clean, to be fair. No dents I can't see anyway, going down this side of the panel. Windscreen wipers, Bosch, good. Don't need repainting, happy with that. And again, little tiny marks that just need topping up. Handle, good. Churchill tyre, that's brand new on the back there. This is the worst part of the car. We've got these here and up there, so I think it's going to be easier just to respray that part, sand it back and respray it. Got that there. The tiny, I say a tiny dink, somehow it's ended up with that there, which has involved this bumper being slightly pressed out. But again, you wouldn't really notice that one too much, to be fair, if that was just painted. So, Glen Hopkins 500. So it's got the originals on there. Need a replacement for that. What else? Get rid of that. Oh yeah, got marks there as well. Tiny one there. And that's been slightly mullered, but I'm not going to bother. If I'm being honest, I'm not going to bother sorting that out. But otherwise, that's not too bad. What about the rear here? Again, loads of tread on that one. Loads of tread. Down this side, tiny little dink there. Tiny dink. You wouldn't really notice that, to be honest. Again, tiny little flakes in there as well, but not too bad. No dinks, no big dinks, nothing at all. What about this one? So again, nicely curbed, and yeah, the fronts are not too bad, but certainly the rears are a lot better. Might look at swapping them over, to be fair, because you're going to need it on the front, aren't you? But yeah, I'm quite happy with the bodywork on this one. Handles all good. It's locked, so let's have a look. Nosy. Has this been done? Yeah, that's definitely come away, isn't it? Rubber mats, because everyone loves a rubber mat. Not. Initially, locking wheel nut, 2 towing eyes, but no locking wheel nut as we speak. I'm going to take those out because I hate I'm going to just tie that down for the minute because we don't want rattling. That's really annoying me, bear with me. Right. Any sec, that will go tight. There we go. Right, put those, sort that out. I'll put those under there so they don't rattle. Okay, let's put those down. Okay. They're not too bad, the seats, actually. Really, they'll have to be done, but they're not too bad. We have a Bluetooth module. Interesting. Does that mean this has been taken out? That's interesting, isn't it? Currently, yeah, and that's all broken. Well, big time broken. Look at that. So we're going to need to replace those. We have a service book and the V5, so I need to tax it before we leave. The service book, they did say it was a printout only, so I need to look at that. We've got some, but there's probably going to be more potentially in there. We'll have a look at that. Still waiting on that locking wheel nut. Found a pen in the side. Actually, whilst we've got you, anything? Nothing, just dirt and bugger. Okay. Right. Anything in the back there? Doesn't feel like it. Okay, right. Quick check in the front. So still no locking wheel nut. Throw that down there. So apparently this is broken. We'll have a look at that. Where is it? In the back here is this. So apparently that's broken. Let's have a look. Is that broken? It's a bit. Yeah. That some reason. I'll tell you why. Look. That clip. It might just actually need bending. Bend that back. Let's try that again. I tell you why. I have a feeling if you look in here, there's something flashing in there. This is because it's got, I think it's got don't know what that is, but that's come out. I'll look at what that is. I don't know what that is, but that was plugged in there. It's either a black box thing or it's a diagnostics thing, but now it said now no, it doesn't. Okay, I'm not going to waste too much time on there. Throw that in there. Throw that in there. We need to pop the boot. Pop the boot. Pop the bonnet. Have a quick glance at the engine. And see what we've got. Okay. Right. Cam belt looks like it's been done because there's no sticker, so that's good. I'll need to get a torch on the coolant before we go. Difficult to tell on that one. What's going on there? But it might be alright, but I think it might need an oil change. We'll need to see when the service was done. But yeah, that's still in place, that's good. So yeah, right. Okay, I think that is going to be it. Do you know what? I can't remember what the mileage is on this now. If we have a quick look on the speedo. 91,000. Mileage isn't flashing at the moment, but has the Bluetooth module been taken out? That's the question. Let's get rid of the city button. We've got a radio signal, so that's good. Just wait for it to clear the door and boot opening. We've got flashing mileage. Ha! Unbelievable. Right, okay. Oh yeah, I didn't check these. That's good. That's good. Right. Good old flashing mileage. But there's no Bluetooth module in it. Right, okay. I now need to get this home. I'll do a quick report when I get back. Okay, we are back home and I'm away from the car. Weather a bit better, but I don't think we're going to be doing any work on the car today. It's just potentially a bit too wet. Right, how did we get on with the drive home? So it's just over an hour to get from Enfield, and on the whole, obviously with BCA you can just drive the car out of the location, but you obviously run that risk of going all the way into town to drive a car where it may not be what it's described as. So you might get there and find it doesn't start, or there's a catastrophic failure of some sort. Anyway, I'm gutted. This is the third BCA car that I've had where, you ready for this? The gearbox is gone. I say it's gone. I don't actually think it's the gearbox, but it relates to the gearbox. The clutch. Don't think I've ever had it so bad. So I think the two that I've had from BCA before were bearings, and I swapped out the entire gearbox. This is the clutch. Definitely the clutch. Don't think it's the bearings, but definitely the clutch. How do I know it's the clutch? You put it into first, go to pull away, you bring your foot off the clutch, and it hangs there. In fact, it starts over revving, like basically the clutch is slipping. You go into second, you think it'd be direct, the revs shoot up, and then they sort of, again, it's like it's slipping. Into third, revs shoot up again, and then slowly come back down. Then it might rev slightly again, but basically it's revving, and it means that the clutch is slipping. Did I get home? I got home. Yes, I got home okay. Luckily, it's almost, to get out of Enfield is a bit stop-start. Got onto the motorway and got back. Could smell the clutch, certainly when you're putting up at lights and you're pulling away and you're lifting up the clutch pedal. So we are going to need to have that out and the clutch done on it. I'm hoping that's it, and I'm hoping there is no need for the bearings to be looked at. To be fair, I am not mechanically minded when it comes to the gearbox. It's not really for me to say whether that is the case, but it feels like it's just the clutch. Anyway, there is someone who's relatively nearby to me who sells Fiat 500s and on the side does the gearboxes, because he says it's really easy to do the bearings. So I'm just waiting to hear back from him to determine what the damage is going to be on that. Incidentally, the little bit that was plugged into the OBD, it's called TrackMate. So it's either to do with a company or it's to do with insurance. I suspect it's the latter. It's going to be insurance. So that will be going in the bin. Service history. There's 2 service history books. It appears they've both been stamped at the same time. They stop at 2016. I suspect it's probably been done further. I've just got to work out how and when, potentially by getting that MOT sorted. Is there any creaks, rattles, anything like that. No, there's not. That's good. However, there's one final problem, and it was noticeable pretty much the whole way home, although worse when the speed was lower. I think it's a misfire. It's got that joltiness when you either take your foot off the accelerator and it's like that kind of thing. It's got nothing to do with the clutch, but it jolts, and when you apply acceleration, you just feel there's like hesitant, and when you're stationary, ever so often it feels like what I would always define it as over the years is like pulsating. So you'd sit there and it goes like that, and you just feel it pulsate through the seat. I'm hoping it just needs spark plugs. That's what I'm hoping for. But yeah, so this car is not good. I was hoping to turn it around in a few days. That's not going to happen. So yeah, I am disappointed, let's just say. So let's just quickly go back to the car and then we'll finish off this video. Okay, so we are back. It is here, and that is the end of the journey. Yeah, disappointed. But I've had a look on the BCA website, and basically it says like there's no claims accepted. You basically buy it as is. It's a we buy any car, and we buy any car. There is a tendency to think, well, why are you selling it to we buy any car? And in this case, I think it's quite clear that she decided, I say she, could be a man, decided that it was easier to chop it in and we buy any car, buy it off her, than it was to try and get it to a dealership. So, yeah. But we've got some work to do. It will all be done. We will get it done. It's just going to throw up some more money than I'd have liked. But hey ho, those are the things. It's not going to be a quick turnaround, unfortunately. So I'm arranging now to get the gearbox out. I won't be doing it. Hopefully it is just clutch, and it's not going to be the release bearing within the gearbox, which is also a common fault for these things to go. But we'll find out when, I guess, the gearbox is out. So the clutch is arriving today, so I've already ordered that. And yeah, that's going to be it. So thank you for watching the video. Let me know your thoughts. I suppose they're going to be quite negative, really. But it might, got to be glass half full kind of person, haven't you, really? Otherwise you just never end up selling cars. So yeah, but give me your comments. Really appreciate if you give me a thumbs up, and even better if you subscribe to the channel. Until next time, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all again very, very soon.